Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chelsea and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about how my second trimester has been. I am about to be 25 weeks pregnant, so I'm nearly out of the second trimester and it's starting to feel challenging for me. I feel like the last 3 weeks have been really hard on my body physically, and my bump isn't that big, so I'll give you a little bump shot. So this is my bump. It's a little girl in there and I'm gonna sit on my ball now. Yeah, my bump isn't that big, so I feel like I don't know where all the extra things are coming from, but one of the first things I want to talk about, which has been like really showing itself in my second trimester, is back pain. I don't know why I touch my belly when I'm talking about my back, but it's back pain. The back pain is immense. Actually, I don't want to say pain because it's not pain. It's not like I'm like, ow. It's just like uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable, and I'm like, if I feel uncomfortable now, how am I going to feel in 10 weeks time? Because I feel like people don't say they're uncomfortable until they get to the last trimester. So I'm a bit like, what's this going to be like? And I know that my back pain is made worse by the injury that I did in my early pregnancy when I didn't know I was pregnant yet, and I was deadlifting. I talked about this in my first trimester symptoms video sort of thing, which I uploaded a couple videos ago, and I'll link it here if you want to see it. But yeah, it feels like it's worse at night, and it also feels as though someone is sitting on my back. I'm trying to think how it feels. It feels like my back is really stiff, and yeah, it's just not nice. And I'm like, is it my bump that's weighing it down? But my body isn't, like, the baby isn't that big yet, so I don't really know. I have noticed that my center of gravity has changed, so I know that obviously as my bump gets bigger, my pelvis tilts, and that sort of brings me forward. So obviously that's naturally going to put strain on your back because you're not in a totally upright position, but it's a lot. It's a lot. But to manage it, I've been using the ball, which I'm sitting on now, doing some like circles and pelvic tilts, and I just ordered some new bath stuff, so I'll see how that works. I ordered magnesium flakes, which I've used before, and some Dr. Teal's like bath thing. So yeah, I'll let you know if that works. I'm gonna do a video about like my pregnancy must-haves or things I've got me through a pregnancy, but we'll see. So yeah, that's how I've been managing it, and my husband has been giving me like little massages at the end of the day because it is worse before I go to bed. I've also continued to exercise, even though exercise doesn't actually help it. It doesn't make it worse, but it doesn't make it any better. It just helps me to maintain good posture and make sure everything keeps as strong as possible. And in my last video I did show some exercises that I do to sort of mobilize everything and try to keep things moving and not as stiff, and I'll also link that up here so you can see. Yeah, so moving on, lack of sleep is also making it's also been showing up. Like, I feel very tired today. It's been a tough week of little sleep. Yeah, it's a combination of going to the toilet, but also I don't actually know what it is, just not being able to sleep. Like, I know that pregnancy insomnia is a thing. I don't know if it's that. Also the baby moving. The baby moving. Like, I went through a phase maybe about a month ago where I was really hungry, like at 4 AM in the morning, or I'd wake up to go to the toilet and then I couldn't get back to sleep because I'd woken up so many times, and then the baby started moving, and then I was hungry, and then I just couldn't get back to sleep. So then I was eating cereal at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was intense. So lack of sleep, and it's just a lot. I really don't do well off of little sleep, so I'm not really sure how we're going to cope in a newborn phase, but it's okay. We'll see how it goes when we get there. On to food. So food is the next thing I want to talk about. I haven't been able to eat as much pre-pregnancy, which I'm shocked about, because I feel as though a lot of people say that you're going to be eating a lot, you're going to be hungry, but my appetite is less. Like, I don't eat as much, and I can't. Like, it's not that I don't want to, I just can't eat as much because my stomach fills up quicker. And if I push past, like, you know when the food's good and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna keep eating, if I push past that limit, I can't sleep, I'm very uncomfortable, I feel sick. So, and also my stomach stays fuller for longer. So there's no like snacking in the day. It's just like I basically have 3 square meals, which I think is, I'm like, wow. I don't know, it's just really strange for me. Every week, like, there's something new that I'm like, wow. Like, I feel like pregnancy is just, it's a journey. There's so many new things that your body does, and so many things that happen that just, yeah, I don't know. It's incredible, but challenging at times. Another thing that has happened in the second trimester is that I woke up one morning and I looked at my tummy and I saw my linea nigra. It's like it appeared overnight, and it's obviously, well, not obviously, because if you haven't been pregnant before, if you don't know, then it's not obvious, but like during pregnancy you get like a dark line down the center. I don't have it like all the way up, it starts here and it just kind of fades. I forgot what I was saying. And yeah, I just woke up basically one morning and it was there. I was just like, what? Like, how is it here? So I woke up one morning and my linea nigra had appeared, and also my belly button had popped out. It's just, I used to have like an innie sort of belly button, and yeah, it's just sticking out now, which my husband is a bit creeped out by, but I think it's just absolutely hilarious. What else? I've grown everywhere in size. Obviously my breasts have grown, my belly's growing, my bottom's growing. I've got extra things to grab onto, but that's just all part of the process. And obviously as you progress in pregnancy, everything gets bigger and wider. What else? What's another symptom that I've experienced? I feel like those are the main ones. Trying to think now. I on the topic of trying to think, I keep forgetting things, and they say pregnancy brain's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing, I can confirm. My brain I go to do something and then I forget, and then I can't. I'm like, what was I even going to do? I just keep forgetting things. Yeah, maybe the baby's just taking my brain cells, I don't know. Okay, the last thing I'm going to talk about on the topic of baby is I have been feeling movement since 15 weeks, and I'm now, so as I said, I'm going to be 25 weeks soon. So at first I was like, oh, this is super exciting. Like, feeling the baby move is like, it's weird but cool, because you're like, oh my gosh, there's actually a human growing in there. But then when you're trying to sleep and then the baby just keeps moving and you're already suffering from lack of sleep, it's challenging, you know. I'm just like, I love you, but please can you stop moving right now? I know she's like practicing her movements and gearing up for being in the outside world, but it can be really challenging, especially because I haven't been sleeping well, and I'm like, my husband is just literally next to me like, and I'm just like, I can't sleep. Like, I'm like, put your hand on my tummy, feel the baby moving. The baby's moving. He's like, I'm sleeping, and I'm just wide awake. It's just, yeah, it's challenging, but it's funny. Like, I think it's funny, but at the same time, it's not fun not being able to sleep. But yeah, it's been a journey so far. Like, I feel like every day there's something new, or every week there's something new that I have to talk about or tell my mum about or Joel about. It's just very, very interesting. And last thing, we've been able to see her move now from the outside, which is cool. But yeah, it's cool, but I think it's a bit weird. I don't know, I'm like, what? There's a human in there moving from the inside, and we could, yeah, it's all a bit strangely, but I don't know. But yeah, anyways, that's my second trimester basically in a nutshell, everything that I've sort of experienced. And we're about to hit the third trimester. I will do a video whilst when I come near to the end of the third trimester, just to say how it's been, and by then the baby will be soon to be in the world. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.